The very essence of romance is uncertainty. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Hearts are made to be broken. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. Experience is merely the name men gave to their mistakes. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. A good friend will always stab you in the front. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I think God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating. People who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. Society often forgives the criminal. It never forgives the dreamer. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Death must be so beautiful. To lie in the soft brown earth, with the grasses waving above one's head, and listen to silence. To have no yesterday, and no tomorrow. To forget time, to forgive life, to be at peace. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to live as one wishes to live. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Humanity takes itself too seriously. It is the world's original sin. If the caveman had known how to laugh, history would have been different. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power.